And welcome back to LinkedIn Logs, the entertainment business. No, wait, hold on. The job podcast for the website cpluscomedy.com. Like I just said, it's a website. Go there. Hi, we are back, episode 21 of LinkedIn Logs. You know, if I've been doing this weekly, as I should have been, but it's so hard to just talk about job stuff every week. I'd probably be on like 40 something by now. I think, right? Something along those lines. I don't know. I'm not really I ain't too good at counting, though. No? Here we are. Back at it again. Still job searching. If you listened to last week's episode, I did get a little tiny part-time job. They call it full-time, but the pay is part-time. Let me tell you that much. Let me tell you that much. That's all right. It's annoying. Why is this show renewed? Never mind. Sorry. I just saw a show on Apple TV Plus that should have been a miniseries is renewed. It's Hijack. It's a fantastic show starring Idris Elba. And I finished it, and it told a great story. Start to finish. We don't need to follow up with this character. They got off the plane. Spoiler alert. That's how things happen. They get off planes. Of course they were getting off the plane. What do you think was going to happen? That they weren't? Anyways, we're back here talking about applying to jobs, scrolling through LinkedIn, trying to find things. What's happened recently? It's not just LinkedIn. Sometimes it's Indeed, sometimes it's Glassdoor, but Glassdoor requires you to post now on their social side, and Indeed, quite frankly, sucks. But there's other ones. No, Monster emails too much. ZipRecruiter doesn't work. If you found a job off of ZipRecruiter, or if you are an employer and you found somebody off of ZipRecruiter, you're lying to me. I hear the ads on podcasts. Maybe I've seen a television ad. And if I haven't, then I'm lying. Oh, I saw one. I saw one in Canada. I saw a television ad in Canada. That's where my girlfriend lives. Constitutionals, episode 21. What's been happening? Let me just puff up my hair here. I just saw it was a little bit flat. I just got out the shower. No big deal. No, it's too high. Well, there's another scammer who has come out of the woodworks for me. I got an email. Was it a LinkedIn message first? Let me check my messages. No. I got an email from somebody who said they saw me on LinkedIn. And you know, at first I didn't know it was a scam. It was very my email's open, so I will go to the email. But it was very the emails seem pretty real. I've been sent a lot of scam emails. I've been sent a lot of scam messages. The email seems pretty real. It now that I look back at it, it does not. And also they sent the initial email at a reasonable hour. Usually when it's these scam emails, and they're in a different part of the world, they typically don't send anything in the correct hour. It'll be like 8 p.m. at night. Oh, they could be on the West Coast. No. It's like based in, it's like a company based in Baltimore or Boston. It sends you a 9 p.m. email. No, if I was ever going to be hired for a job, or like if I was hiring for a job, I would never email past 5 or 6 p.m. and never before 9. Anyway, they emailed at 9:32. And the email address seems pretty real. I looked up the company, and there's two things what happens when I look up a company. If I type in your company name, let's just say the name is Wolfspot. If I Google Wolfspot, and it pops up Wolfspot legit question mark, that's number one. That's an issue. If that means you've went to hundreds, maybe even thousands of other people, and enough people are going to a Better Business Bureau and saying that you are a fake thing. Or two, if I Google the name and nothing comes up, that's another issue. But they have the URL in the email to this company. I'm going to try to be as vague as possible, because if it does turn out to be real, then I don't want to get in trouble. But the reason why it pushed it, we'll get to why I think it's fake in a couple of minutes. But so this person emailed me. This person has the last name of the owner of the company. I've already looked up the owner. I've already clicked on his LinkedIn multiple times. I've scrolled through. I've tried to find the. This is getting too specific. She might be the wife. This might be the wife of the owner. Who knows? It appears to be a smallish company based in Beverly Hills, California, and that's as much detail as I'll get. I'm not even going to say it's voiceover. It's a voiceover job. Okay. All right, no more details. No more details. But the message starts out like this. Formal greetings, both capitalized. We trust this message finds you well. We've recently come across your outstanding portfolio on LinkedIn, and we're thrilled to extend an invitation for you to apply to the position of full-time voiceover artist at blank. Then they give details about the company and they bolden out the sections about the company. This is what happens. This is what they do here. Position overview. And it's all, and I'll say this. The previous time I was super scammed. Like, these people were gunning for me. And I should have known, but I was so desperate at the time. But now I'm not desperate because I understand what's going on. But the previous time, also, I want to take a little pause. I've been listening to, I've been catching up at this part-time job. I've been catching up because I have time, so much time. I've been catching up on some interviews from Howard Stern that are on the new SiriusXM app. It's the same interviews, but the app has been like modernized so I can download episodes, whatever. Anyway, so I've been catching up on interviews, and I listened to Stephen A. Smith, and you would think that a man who works in television and in radio would know not to sniff and clear his throat on the microphone. Now, I don't listen to Stephen A. Smith a lot, but I wanted to see what Howard was going to ask him. They talked a lot about politics for a very long time. I wanted to see what he would say about things in sports, mostly sports. But this man cleared his throat and sniffed so loud directly into the mic. And he does that. And then I check out his YouTube channel with, videos and stuff, obviously. And he still does it there. You don't have to do that. You don't have to scream into the mic. That's it. Now, I try not to clear my throat or sniffle my nose. This man's just getting all up close and doing it. All right. Position overview. It's got qualifications, benefits, schedule, all this stuff. If you're interested in joining us for this full-time voiceover artist, as a full-time voiceover artist, please let me know by replying interested. That was indicator number 2. First indicator, oh my God. It scared me. I was like, oh. If you're watching the video, balloons just went up. That was indicator number 2. The first one was formal greetings. It should have been formal greetings. But indicator number 2, technically number 1 for me, was replying interested directly to this email. That was, anyway. Best regards, this person. And then I respond 10 minutes later because, again, I'm at this job. I'm not doing anything. And also, this is a story. This is not a story. This is just a moment in my life. I'm getting ready to take a shower before this. I finish working out. I come home, eat breakfast, and getting ready for the day. I get ready to take a shower. I'm getting ready to take a shower. Excuse me. And Maverick's crate. Maverick the dog. Maverick's my dog. Nova's the cat. Maverick's crate is in the bedroom, and he's pushed back like whenever he's a very rambunctious puppy. He's a puppy, and he keeps pushing back all. I don't have cushions in the crate anymore because he'll destroy it. I have blankets in there, and he just keeps pushing the blankets all over the place. Yesterday, I came home from this job later than I'd like, and I walked into my bedroom and I went, oh, there's just like a whiff of pee in here, and in my head there's a fleeting thought, he probably peed. I take him out, and he has a long, lengthy pee out there, and I just think nothing of it because now the smell is just gone, and I'm just like, maybe it's just dog smell, maybe I'm just smelling a new smell from a dog, and then this morning I see everything's pushed back, and I go, I should fix that for him because he's going to be in there all day. And I bend down, I get the toys that are in there out. Also, he's chewing on the wood, which is annoying. And I spray this no chew stuff on there. It's not working. He's been destroying the wood. And I touched then the pee thought came back in my head. I went, oh, the pee smell here. I can smell it now. For some reason, it wasn't wafting into the rest of the room, but now it's just in here concentrated. I touch a blanket. It's just it's damp, and I go, this guy peed. And I touch it more with more fingers because you have to make sure. Then I lift and I smell. Oh God, he peed. So that's what I'm dealing with. I can't. It's very interesting too, because the suggestion, the solution would be somebody would go, why don't you pay somebody to come over? Like, it still costs money. I'm not gonna pay money for that. I have to work around it. Anyway, that's that. So I respond, hey, blank. Yes, I'm interested in the position. Please let me know the next steps. I'd also like more information on the company, position, and types of VO work you're looking for. I'm excited for the opportunity. Best, Chad. Dear Chad, your swift response, this is a day later. Almost 24. It's 25 hours later. Dear Chad, your swift response to our recruiting email has not gone unnoticed, and we are genuinely appreciative of your interest in the, again, capitalized first letter of each word, full-time remote voiceover artist position at blank. In the pursuit of assembling a team of extraordinary talents, we are thrilled about the possibility of you joining us for a captivating voyage. I just don't like any of this fake stuff. She did not answer my question. Interview dynamics. And it's just telling me what to do for the interview. Important clarification, post-interview process, all this stuff. I have yet to talk to somebody. That's indicator number 3. She sends me 2 PDFs, both with different titles, but the contents of the PDF are the exact same. Here's where things get interesting. Now I'm thinking it's real again because I got this PDF and it's got their logo on it from the LinkedIn, and looking at the PDF, it looks like what I perceive to be as somebody who uses Photoshop and other clipping software and editing software, things that have been edited together but poorly. So now we have this giant. I was about to share the web page, but I'm not going to. The PDF page, I'm not going to because, again, their name is on there at least 3 times, exactly 3 times, and their address. It's got the right address. I did look it up. I did my due diligence. So they asked me for name, address, phone number, email, and I provided the pertinent information. They don't have my exact address. My phone number, I can block stuff. I have an Android phone. I can block numbers. My email. I have ways to get around that. So, and they send 17 questions, and they're like, answer it, with full answers and blah, blah, blah. I answer it with like 2 sentences, 1 or 2 sentences each, or sometimes 1 word. Like one answer was, are you currently employed? I wrote, yes. All right, at the bottom, we are seeking a talented and experienced voiceover artist to join our team. The ideal candidate will have a passion for storytelling and the ability to bring scripts to live through their voice. As a voiceover artist, you will be responsible for recording voiceovers for various projects, including commercials, animations, audiobooks, documentaries, video games, and more. Now, before this, I previously looked up what the company does, and yeah, they do provide all that stuff. And on their website, they do have not endorsements, but they have projects with the likes of a big name. God, I can't get too Taco Bell. I don't care. They have, it's with Taco Bell, and they have other not endorsements, but other projects with other companies as well, who I can't remember, but I remember one of them is Taco Bell because I saw that purple bell. I responded. I sent it last night at 8:47 p.m. and this morning at 8:18 I get a response. Now here's the thing. I don't know if this is true. The pay rate is incredibly, like, this is okay. At some point, I distinctly remember reading in this email, and I cannot seem to find it, but I distinctly remember is either on the email or on the website. I remember seeing the pay rate, and it was it was about $50 lower than what it is now, than what I'm seeing on the thing. If this is true, then this would make me make closer to $130,000. So I don't think this is a true job. I just don't. Now she's like, we're delighted to offer you to extend this formal employment. Now they're based in California. This would put her awake at 5 o'clock in the morning writing this email. I've responded to things at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know. Like, I've responded to PR people for interviews, so I can't really say fake or not at that for that aspect. But the salary is insane. The training compensation is insane, and the work hours are a regular 40 hours. It says the start date is in February. They talk about benefits, and here is where I'm thinking, okay, this is when it gets to be fake, because this is the point where at another job with a realty company that wanted like remote video or whatever, it wasn't a realty company. Somebody was faking it. Maybe they weren't, but anyway, they tried to get my bank account and they did not. But they too asked for like equipment details. They asked me, so when and one of the questions for this questionnaire was, what equipment do you have? And I was like, I have this. What recording equipment do you have for recording? You see my setup, baby. You hear this microphone? I got the Mac and a giant screen and a Zoom H6. Now, here's the difference. Here's the difference to where this pushed it over the edge to where I'm believing it's fake, especially with the pay rate, where I'm thinking it's fake, but I believe it slightly more so than that other one that tried to scam me. They said equipment details, and then they say upon acceptance of this offer. When somebody wants you to buy something with your money out of your own pocket, that's a bad sign. Second thing is when they say we're gonna send you a check, that's another bad sign. Third thing is when you don't talk to anybody. Again, I have yet to talk to anybody. Upon acceptance of this offer, a check will be provided for the purchase. So now the other one with that realty company, they wanted all of my information up front before they sent the check. And I'm talking, they wanted Social Security, which they did not get. They wanted bank account, which they desperately tried to get. They wanted, in fact, I called the bank. So they ended up sending me the check. I called the bank from the bank that was on the check, and they were like, we don't have it. Like there's money in that account, but these people are fake. And then they sent me over to like the bank manager, and he's like, don't cash the check. Don't do it at all. Just rip it up and forget it. And I was like, great. That's what I did. I wonder, but deep in my head, I think about this all the time because the check was like $6,000. I always wonder if I just went to a check cashing place and I just endorsed the check and then gave it. I know that would be illegal, but I just wonder if it would have worked. Anywho, because the scam there is you put the money in your account and then they immediately pull all of the money out of that account, out of their account, so that, you know, the check bounces or something like that. I don't know. So upon acceptance of this offer, a check will be provided for the purchase of the required equipment, MacBook Pro. First of all, it's a MacBook Pro, an Intel version, which they don't make anymore. 3.2 gigahertz processor, 27-inch 5K display, external hard drive / backup system, surge protectors, and other data analyst tools, which I don't know what that is. And those are all capitalized, data analyst tools. Trading and onboarding, they gave you a process for that, employment confirmation, response deadline, terms and conditions. And then there's an attached employee contract that, again, looks like it was spliced together in Adobe Acrobat. They got this PDF. It's like 7 PDFs stacked on top of each other. And it's got like, I have to bleep something. It's like blank company is engaged in the media business. Chad White, in bold, will primarily perform the job duties of the following location. At the following location. And then it's my address, but not my exact address. Company desires to have the services of Chad White. Chad White is an at-will employee of blank company. Either party can terminate the employment agreement at any time. Just all sounds so fake. And I read through the contract already before I started recording this. And then the person's name is signed. And it has their position, which would make sense. But again, I've yet to talk to anybody. So this is why I think it's fake. It's 5 pages of all this stuff. So, I mean, there's multiple reasons why I think it's fake, but those are the main things. But I'm going to push it because they don't have anything damaging. I just want to push it and see where this could go. And if it's real, then hey, it's real. I'm going to tell them you need to, if it's real and I get a phone call today and they're like, hey, we're happy to have you on board. Then I will be like, hey, listen, I appreciate everything, but you need to fix the hiring practice. But if it's fake, and I'm leaning towards 90% it's fake, then I just want to see how far it goes. I got nothing going on. I could do that. And then what else happened in my life in terms of, so I got the part-time job. I got that thing. And then also, I do want to continue to mention this. If you are a recruiter, and I'm looking at the camera, if you are a recruiter and you continually post on LinkedIn how mental health or how you need to believe in yourself and all that shit, I'm going to, and you know it's serious when I curse because I try not to curse on these shows. And then you tell me when I apply for a job that I am qualified for, that actually the hiring manager is looking for, and I reach out and I say, and we've had a relationship for 3 years, and I reach out to you on LinkedIn and then also to your work email and provide you with A, B, and C. I provide you with the requisition number for the job. I provide you with the formality. Hey, I'm interested in blah, blah, blah. I give you my resume, which you already have 20 times over. And I give you everything else. And then you reply with, actually, sorry, they're looking for somebody with, 12 more years of experience. But on the job posting, they're looking for 3 to 5 television broadcast. Not exactly writing, just television broadcast. Hey, guess who has 8 or 9? Excuse me, guess who has 9? Round it up to 10, but guess who has 9? You're not doing your job. You're being as fake as every single person on LinkedIn. It is getting ridiculous. How dare you? And then I respond with a follow-up email. hi, I respectfully disagree. They're looking for this, and I followed through, and blah blah blah, and I've written this, and I've done all this, and this is what I'm doing on my own, and I can do this, and I've been writing for a long time, and I have a writing degree, and I just blah 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 blah. And you tell me, and you say that I don't have the skills for that. But the worst thing is you don't follow up. You don't follow up with, okay, I hear you, or anything at all. Just, you don't follow up. You're worse than everybody else on LinkedIn. And this is why I call these people out. I don't care if you've been a recruiter for 15, 25, 1 years or year. Any of those. You have to put in as much work for me as you say that I need to put in for myself on LinkedIn. It has become so frustrating. So frustrating. And the easy thing is, I don't scroll through LinkedIn. The only times I come on here is to look for a job and to see my notifications. But I know who I am and what I'm capable of. And if you as a recruiter are telling me to believe that over and over again, but you don't believe it in me, then you're bad at your job. And you should be the one looking for one and not helping people, supposedly. I mean, this is the most ass backward thing you could do. When someone reaches out to you and you've been posting, open your heart and live into your eyes, I'm gonna say the same thing to you that I say when I'm running with certain or cycling or working out with certain Peloton instructors. Shut the heck up and just do the work. I'm not saying shut up and dribble. I'm saying shut up and do the work right before you can do any of that. Because you can't tell if you're preaching, you need to step back in third person and look and see if you're doing the works. That's all I'm saying. All right? So if you're a recruiter, please take note. That is it. If you like what you heard here, you want to see a video version of the show, head to youtube.com/C+comedy, where you can see video versions of the other podcasts as well. The Constitutionals, which is the entertainment business news podcast, as well as Late Night Lately, which is the late night show. You can also see News Time, which is like the Daily Show, except for less funny. You can, what else is on there? I don't know what else is on there. Listen to podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. I don't know what show this is. And TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, @C+comedy. Me, @Chad Black White. Thank you for listening. And hopefully it's not a scam.